So Higgsfield just dropped an MCP server, and this is massive for anyone using Claude for content creation. Because the thing is, the Claude models are the smartest AI models out there. But the main problem with Claude was that they don't have any native image generation or video generation model, which was a huge problem because then Claude was just like an advisor to your content and could not actually do anything. And if you wanted to make the AI model actually do anything with any of these AI image models, then you need to build custom MCP servers for the image models that you want to connect with. And you have to do that for every AI model that you want to connect with Claude. And the main thing here is that the AI world moves very fast, so you don't really know which model is going to be the best model in a few weeks. For example, even a week ago, Nano Banana 2 was the best AI image model for generating images. But right now, it is GPT Image 2. So it is very hard to predict which AI model is going to be the best in terms of image generation or video generation. And overall, connecting all the models to Claude is very hard and time-consuming. And also, the MCP servers break most of the time. And it is just frustrating to make Claude orchestrate all these AI models simultaneously to create good cinematic AI content. But today, we are going to fix this massive problem with Claude by using Claude with Higgsfield MCP. And this is a massive deal, as it will now let you truly create amazing AI automated content for AI films, cinematic ads, videos, or brand content. Now, the main thing that I like about the Higgsfield MCP is that it gives you all these AI models and complex systems inside of the simple chat interface of Claude. Just take a look at how many models you're going to be able to use if you use Higgsfield MCP with Claude. You are going to be able to use all state-of-the-art image models like GPT Image 2, Nano Banana Pro, Flux 2, and many more. And also, you are going to be able to use all the state-of-the-art video models. And most importantly, you are also going to be able to use all the features of Higgsfield, which make it an amazing service, like the Marketing Studio for creating UGC ads, unboxing type videos, or commercials. So this is a massive deal for anyone who wants to create content with AI. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you how to exactly connect Claude with Higgsfield MCP step by step so anyone can understand how to do it correctly. And then I am also going to show you live practical demos so you exactly know what the use cases are and what things you can use Claude plus Higgsfield for, like cinematic films, streamlining the AI filmmaking process, or creating viral AI content. Overall, you will have a complete understanding as to how to exactly use this specific feature to its maximum potential so you get the best production-ready output for social media. So overall, this is going to be a great video. But before moving forward, I just want to say thanks to Higgsfield for sponsoring today's video. But you do need to keep in mind that all the opinions that I am going to be sharing are my own. So let's get into the first part here of connecting Claude with Higgsfield MCP. All right, so first, to connect Claude with Higgsfield, you need the Claude desktop app. Now you can just download it by searching for Claude Desktop and downloading the application from the official Anthropic website. And then you're going to get a similar interface to the web app here. Now, after coming here, you are just going to click on the settings option. And from here, you are going to come to the connector section. And from here, you will already get all these applications to which you can connect your Claude. But we are not going to connect with any of them right now. Instead, we are going to click on this Add Custom Connector button. And after clicking on this button, you are going to get an interface like this. Now, you can name your connector anything. But first, we need the remote MCP server URL, and we can get it just by coming to Higgsfield AI. Now you can get to Higgsfield MCP by just clicking here, or you can just click on the MCP button here. I'm just going to click on the MCP button, and then you are going to get an interface like this. Now you have many options to connect to different AI agents like OpenClaw, Hermes, or NeoClaw. But today, we are going to connect it to Claude. And to connect it to Claude, you just need to add the connector URL. So you just copy the connector URL and then go to Claude and paste it. Give it a name like Higgsfield MCP, and then just add the connector here. Now you will be given the option to connect to this specific connector, and now you just need to go to Accounts and allow everything to connect with Higgsfield. And then we are going to open our Claude again, and we have successfully connected to Higgsfield MCP. Now that we have connected the Higgsfield MCP with our Claude, you can see it was pretty easy to connect. And now basically we are going to be able to generate videos and images with Claude. So first, let's do a demo here so that you can get an understanding as to what you can actually do with this AI model. Now, you are basically going to create a new chat with Claude. And from here, you are going to click on this plus icon. And from here, you are just going to add connectors. And you have already seen, we have already opened the Higgsfield MCP and it is automatically turned on. So now let's do a test with Claude to see whether the MCP is working correctly. All right, so first, let's give the AI model this specific prompt to generate an image using the MCP server. So I am asking the AI model to specifically use the Nano Banana Pro image model to generate this 4K editorial cover shot for a tech magazine with the title The Agent Era, November 2026. And I have also specifically mentioned what details I want in the image. So except for the first part where I mention what model to use, and the last part where I specifically mention the aspect ratio, because there is no way for me to select an option for the aspect ratio here. Everything else in the prompt is pretty normal to what I would use to create an image if I just use the model inside of Higgsfield. So let's run the prompt and see what kind of image we get. Now it is asking me to allow it to explore models inside of Higgsfield MCP. I'm just going to click on allow, so let's see what happens. Now it is writing the request for generating the image, and I just need to again allow it to generate the image. Now it is saying that the image is in progress, and it is giving me more information about the image. Now let's see how many minutes it takes to generate the image. All right, so the AI model has finished generating our image. So let's open the image and see what kind of image we get. Now, as you can see, the AI model was able to perfectly follow our prompt and use the Nano Banana Pro AI model to generate the image, and the image looks fine. The text is grammatically correct and is not getting distorted. And overall, this is a pretty cool image. Now, the main part here is that we can pretty easily do these types of things like one-off image generation inside of Higgsfield. But this type of image generation is not what we are going to use Claude for, because the main advantage of using the Higgsfield MCP with Claude is that you get to streamline your AI content production process. For example, if I upload an image of this AI character that I generated, I am basically going to ask Claude to generate a bunch more pictures of this character from different camera angles. Now you can ask Claude to add a story, or you can just ask the AI model to generate different camera angles for this specific image. Now I really don't need a story for this image, so I'm just going to ask the AI model to generate different camera angles of this specific image. And I am providing the AI model with this prompt to use Nano Banana Pro to make 4 images showing different camera angles of this specific character in the 16:9 aspect ratio, and also create 1 additional image showing the character sitting inside of a coffee shop. Now you might be asking why I am not using a better image model like GPT Image 2. And that is because even though GPT Image 2 is a much better model than Nano Banana Pro, it is still too expensive for an image model. And it also takes a lot of time for these types of simple generations. If you are creating something complex, then I think that you should use GPT Image 2. But otherwise, just use Nano Banana Pro because it is pretty good and also very cheap. As you can see, the AI model is able to create multiple images using just a single prompt. But the problem here is that the AI model is not able to pass the image via the URL. So that is a bit of a problem, but I think as the MCP gets more updates, we are going to be able to pass the images using the AI model. So as you can see, the AI model was not exactly able to pass this image to the Nano Banana Pro AI model to make images from different camera angles. Instead, it just described the image, which gave us a result like this. Now, the image is quite good, but our character is not consistent. So that is a problem with the MCP right now. It adhered to our prompt, but it just was not able to create a consistent character set like I wanted it to. So you can't upload images here, which is a bit of a problem, but I think a few updates later, we will be able to upload images directly inside of the MCP. So then this problem is going to be solved. So let me just show you another use case. This specific use case of the MCP is also pretty great, as it involves using the AI model to generate multiple B-roll shots for your AI content. In this prompt, I'm asking the AI model to use the Kling 3 video model to generate 3 different videos, each with a length of 6 seconds, showing cinematic shots of mythical, hyper-realistic creatures. So let's see whether Claude is able to pull this off or not. All right, as you can see, the AI model has queued all 3 videos to be generated here. Now, as you can see, I am using a broad, open-ended prompt here, and by just using that prompt, I am able to get 3 different generations of the cinematic scenes that I want, and it is going to extremely speed up my AI filmmaking and content creation workflow. So this is massive for streamlining your AI filmmaking process. All right, so the AI model has also finished generating all of our videos. So let's see these videos one by one. The first shot is that of a mythical dragon, as you can see right here, and it looks pretty cinematic and pretty cool. Now let's see the second scene of a mythical creature. This is a giant octopus kraken, and it looks pretty cinematic, much better than the first scene. And here is the third scene, which is that of a realistic phoenix. It kind of looks like CGI, and not that realistic. But anyway, this was also a very good generation. So as you can see, this feature has huge use cases, but for right now, it is still pretty early. I will give it around 6 months to get more updates and improve. Then it is going to be a full production studio, and you will be able to create the most stunning cinematic AI content or films with just a single prompt, which is insane to think about. Now, that was about it for the video, and don't forget to check out Higgsfield MCP from the link in the description.